If you've ever wanted more screen space for work, school, or everyday computer use, adding another monitor can make a huge difference. Whether you're connecting a second monitor or building a setup with 3 or even 4 displays, Windows makes it surprisingly easy once you know where everything is. In this video, I'll show you how to physically connect your monitors, configure Windows, arrange your displays, choose the right display mode, and fix some of the most common problems people run into. Welcome to A Better Tech. Thanks for sharing your time with me. Let's get your monitor set up. Before we start connecting anything, let's talk about why so many people use multiple monitors. If you've never used more than one screen before, you might think it's just something gamers or programmers do. But the truth is, extra screen space can make almost anyone more productive. For example, you might have your email open on one monitor while working on a document on another. Or if you're paying bills, you can have your bank statement on one screen and your spreadsheet on the other. Or maybe you're following along with one of my tutorials while making the changes on your own computer without constantly switching back and forth between windows. Instead of minimizing and maximizing programs all day, everything you need stays visible. Once you get used to having multiple monitors, it's surprisingly hard to go back to just one. Before connecting anything, make sure your computer actually supports multiple monitors. Most modern desktops do, but there's something important to know. If your computer has a dedicated graphics card, your monitor should always be connected to the ports on the graphics card, not the ports on the motherboard. Don't plug one monitor into the graphics card and another into the motherboard. The graphics card ports are usually grouped together on the back of the computer. The motherboard ports are normally located near USB ports or audio jacks. A lot of people accidentally plug one monitor into the graphics card and another into the motherboard. On many computers, that simply won't work because Windows disables the video output from the motherboard when a dedicated graphics card is installed. If you're using a laptop, things can be a little different. Many newer laptops support multiple monitors through HDMI, USB-C, Thunderbolt, or a docking station. However, some laptops only support a single external monitor, so it's worth checking your specifications if you're planning to connect several displays. You'll also need the proper video cables. Depending on your computer, that could be HDMI, DisplayPort, USB-C, mini DisplayPort, or something similar. Another thing to keep in mind is that every computer has limits. Just because your graphics card has 3 or 4 video ports doesn't mean it can drive 4 high-resolution monitors at the same time. Most modern graphics cards handle 2 or 3 displays without any problem, but the maximum number of monitors and the resolution they support depend on the graphics card itself. For most home and office users connecting 2 or 3 monitors, this usually isn't something you need to worry about, but it's good to know if you're planning a larger setup. Now let's get everything connected. With everything powered off, plug each monitor into an available video output on your graphics card or laptop. Turn on the monitors, then turn on your computer. Most of the time, Windows will automatically detect the new display. If it doesn't, don't worry, we'll look at that in just a few minutes. Once Windows starts, right-click an empty area of your desktop. Choose Display Settings. This is where we'll configure everything. At the top, you'll see small numbered boxes representing each connected monitor. If you click Identify, Windows will show you which monitor you have. This makes arranging things much easier. One of the first things you'll want to do is arrange the monitors so they match their physical location on your desk. If your second monitor is physically to the left of your main monitor, drag it to the left. If it's above your main display, drag it on top. If you have 3 monitors, arrange all 3 so they match how they're sitting on your desk. Take a moment to get this right because it controls how your mouse moves between the screens. If your mouse seems to disappear in the wrong direction, chances are these monitors aren't arranged correctly. Once everything matches your desk, click Apply. Windows gives you several ways to use multiple monitors. If you click on this drop-down, you'll see 4 options. Duplicate shows exactly the same thing on every monitor. This is useful for presentations, classrooms, or any time multiple people need to see the same screen. Extending displays is the option most people want. Instead of copying your screen, Windows creates one large desktop that stretches across all of your monitors. You can move the programs from one monitor to another simply by dragging them. You can keep your email on one screen and your web browser on another. The option for showing only on 1 or 2 is usually used for laptops. If you're primarily going to use your external display with your laptop, you would normally select Show Only on 2. That way you can close your laptop lid and continue working. Depending on which monitor you want to be your main display, make sure you check this option. Your taskbar, desktop icons, and most newly opened programs will now appear on that main display. If things look too blurry or too small, check the resolution and scaling settings. Make sure you click on each monitor above and adjust these settings as you need them. Normally, you will continue to use the recommended resolution for each monitor. If your icons and text are too small, you can scale things up with this option here. It usually makes everything much easier to see without making the picture blurry. Another option is the display orientation. Some users like to have one of their monitors rotated vertically. You can change this with the portrait option. Under advanced display, you can also check your refresh rate. For higher end monitors, you may need to adjust your refresh rate to accommodate for better graphics, like when you're gaming. If you turn on night light, that reduces blue light during the evening. And if your monitor supports HDR, you'll find this setting here as well. Most people won't change this very often, but it's good to know where they are. If Windows doesn't detect one of your monitors, here's a few things to check. Make sure the monitor is powered on, verify it's set to the correct input, double check that the cable is fully connected, try another cable, and try another port on your graphics card. You can also click detect to see if it picks up your new monitor. Also, make sure your graphics driver is updated if necessary. If you're using an inexpensive HDMI splitter, remember that most splitters only duplicate your display. They don't create additional desktop space. If you want to extend displays, each monitor needs to be in its own video connection from your computer. Multiple monitors aren't just for gamers or people with expensive computers. They're one of the easiest upgrades you can make if you spend a lot of time on your PC. Whether you're working from home, running a small business, taking online classes, editing photos, managing finances, or just browsing the web, having extra screen space can make your computer much easier to use. The best part is that once you get everything configured the way you like it, Windows usually remembers those settings, so you normally only have to set it up once. Let me know in the comments how many monitors you have connected to your PC. If this video helped you, make sure to check out my other videos or my website for more practical tips and guides to get the most from your tech. Make sure you like and subscribe or I'll have to steal your RAM. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.